Hello, good evening. How you doing, sister?
I mean,
Sister.
was I supposed to say this ain't my show? My name ain't on this
Yes,
one.
yeah, you named that Jade. I'm waiting on the
You gotta
code.
introduce people.
And
You
I'm about
can't
to do
be treating us any kind of fucking way up on your little rinky-dink ass show. Okay?
it. Hey, sister. So yes, hey, hey, Donna Chanel. Hey, Donna Chanel Karen, how you doing? This is the Will and Chase show. Welcome everybody. This is the first time we've went live. We usually do it pre-recorded, and I just post it like on Thursdays, which we just started last Thursday. But we had a hot button topic on something that's going on right now about Lizzo. First, I'm gonna introduce my guest, Miss Naira Bunt, right? Am I saying your name correct?
Boondy.
Say what?
Boondy.
Boondy. I'm sorry, Miss Naira Boondy.
He
Um,
needs to wear glasses, Nara. That's what's happening.
You are such a little sister.
anyway, Miss Boondy, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
I am Naira Boondy, life business wellness coach for Ori Healing.
Okay, nice.
No.
Say it again. Say it last
Um,
part again.
I'm a life business and wellness coach with Ori Healing.
Okay, Ori
Okay.
Hill. Okay.
So you got sense. You use them big words.
Mm.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. We'll see. Yeah.
I
Might at
got
the
Let's
a
see
end of
couple
what
in
I.
the pocket.
she might
Okay.
slip on into Aloe land. At the end this towards the end of this. Go ahead, me.
I mean, I'm saying, why I can't get no nice introduction like that? You see?
Everybody
You
knows
see?
who this woman is. She's half of ADHD Hour, which we come on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. This is my sister, my younger sister, Nicole Lawton. Go ahead.
Hey, nice. Oh, that's such a nice introduction. Thank you. Hi, people.
I
How
know how to
y'all
act.
doing?
I know how to act.
How y'all doing? You coming out tonight, tomorrow?
Who
You.
am I coming on tomorrow?
You coming out tomorrow? We're going to pick peaches. We're going to do some regular old outside shit.
I don't know. What time is that? Because Mama told me to come over after 12 to come get some stuff.
She don't tell you what to do. You don't like black women anyway.
Viewers, the people that's on right now that's looking, this is not how we're going to start this, and please, we're not going to speak this right. So anyway, I'm going to have to tell y'all, I'm about to inform y'all what she's speaking on, right? Because y'all don't know what's been going on. So early this morning, well, yesterday, I'm sorry, yesterday I posted something yesterday, and it was in a group that you're in a part of the group, right, Nicole?
No, I got kicked off.
Oh, you got.
How the
How
hell
did you
did I
get?
get kicked
How
off?
did you get kicked off that ratchet group? What did
I
you
got
do?
kicked off. I don't know. I got kicked off. I didn't
Wow.
say it. Maybe I didn't say. I didn't do my one ratchet thing a day on there. Maybe
Okay,
I didn't meet my quota.
you didn't meet
I
your
don't know.
quota.
I got kicked off.
Okay, you didn't meet your quota. Okay,
We got
that's
to put
probably
you back in there.
yeah. But
I requested, and they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I got kicked off a ratchet group. I'm like, that's my bread and butter.
you're not with the shits. That's what they said. You're not with the shits. But
I'm sorry.
so yesterday I posted. No, it wasn't even yesterday. No, it was
It's this
Wednesday.
morning.
No. I'm talking about the
No,
original.
the first original
The
one.
first post was Wednesday. I know. So Wednesday I posted something, and I said I'm going to do a show about this Saturday because I was thinking about it with my co-host. We was, I think we had talked about this, or she tagged me in this, I think it was, and I decided to share it over here on that group. So this is what the post says: Lizzo wants men she's not qualified for. LOL Drake. A couple of NBA players turned her down, and Captain America, Chris Evans, and other white boys didn't want her either. She needs to pursue or be open to
You
men.
wrote that?
No, I didn't. I said I reshared this post.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. Just wondering. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
She needs to be pursue and be open to men on her sexual market value tier. LOL. The truth is, men with money have better options, and the question is, why don't they choose her? She's going to have to do what Adele did and drop 500 pounds if she wants a man in the celebrity circle. Now, the truth is, men with money have better options is capitalized, in
Huh?
that whole comment. Okay, so your mouth open. Let's go. Say what you
Oh,
got to say.
I'm gonna look. I see tomorrow. I'm gonna let
Okay.
Nara say
Okay,
if
but
she has
we're talking
anything
about
to
this
say.
tonight. We're not talking about this
Yeah, but
tomorrow.
I was allowing her first go.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead now. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me be clear here. So are we speaking particularly to men that have money have better options so they won't choose Lizzo?
So that's the thing that is highlighted. It's all in caps. The truth is, men with money have better options,
Okay,
and
so
the
to
question
speak
is, why don't they choose her? Basically,
to,
go ahead.
to speak to that directly,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say let's track back a little bit and
Mm-hmm.
think about when Lizzo first came out.
Mm-hmm.
She had celebrities shooting their shot in open tweets and open Instagram messages.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that right there, wouldn't you think that if they shot their shot that she think that she can shoot hers? Now, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it has
Okay.
anything to do with money because at the end of the day, Lizzo got money too. She got choices.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think it's more of a preference thing. Anyone that she shot her shot to that turned her down, fine. They
Mm-hmm.
have that right to. If is it because she's a I don't know the politically correct term to use,
Plus size
um,
woman.
plus size woman.
She
Mm-hmm.
fat.
Okay.
It, if it
A plus
is,
size woman for because
you
I'm on
know
this
what? That
platform and
should
I'm a
be
man.
okay because you do not like plus size women.
Mhm.
As long
Okay.
as they're not being disrespectful and they're turned down like, no, fat bitch, get out of here. No,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, I'm not interested. I don't understand what the problem is because she doesn't like plus size men. So
Good
for
point. Good
me,
point.
as long as now it's not so much the people that turned her down that are the issue. It's the commentators.
Mm-hmm.
It's the court of public opinion that want to come in and say, "Oh, because she's fat." Not for nothing. Um, I don't necessarily agree with a lot of what she does. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy her music. I enjoy her artistry and her expression because she's free to do that. Would I personally do those things? No, but I'm also not an entertainer and I ain't a millionaire. I don't got $1 million. I ain't making money from what she does. So do
Mm-hmm.
I understand where she's coming from? Yes. And here's the thing. Gabrielle Sabiti has a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty from Orange is the New Black got a gorgeous husband. Plus size women, Monique, let's not act like, there are not men that date them. And let's not
Mm-hmm.
act like the wives of these men with money are gorgeous. Don't get it twisted. We know some of them women look not so great. I'm not going to call any woman ugly, but we know some of those women are definitely differently eyed. So for me, it's all a matter of preference. She will find somebody that wants her, but it may not be her weight. That's the problem. It may be because you had your ass out at a basketball game. It
Okay.
may be because you wear things that men probably ain't comfortable with.
Okay. All right.
It may be because you say things that are wild. It may be other things, and but on the flip side, to play devil's advocate,
Mm-hmm.
for men that do like them, because don't they do,
Mm-hmm.
maybe men should step away from shaming a man for his preference. Maybe the men that would actually take her shot and run with it don't because they're too afraid of being ridiculed by other men that feel like they shouldn't like her because she is plus size. So there's like a double-edged sword here. But do I feel like she's wrong for shooting shots? No, because men get turned down just as much as she has, if not more. So to me, it's a matter of personal preference. I feel like we got to get away from putting people in these boxes with expectations to tell them what they have to do, what they have to like, and let people just be them. Whoever's going to be with her is going to be with her, regardless of what anybody thinks. But to me, it's probably going to take a stronger man
Mm-hmm.
to be able to handle that. And maybe it may take a man to tone her down, but not for nothing. Her albums are selling, her videos are selling, she's popular, and what she's doing is allowing her to create a lifestyle to be what everybody else would consider a high value man. She's a high value woman,
Mm-hmm.
So and I don't really know. I really can't. I'm kind of on the fence with this, but do I feel like she should be offended? No. Do I feel like it's only because of her weight? No, I don't, because many celebrities were definitely shooting their shot at Lizzo very openly and very publicly. Were they all black? No. Were they majority white? Yes. But it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter because I don't think that she has a preference either.
Okay, so let me speak to a couple of points. Let me speak to a couple of points that you made. The first one is about
Well, hold on. Can
Wait,
I ask a question
yeah,
before
hey
you finish
Jade,
that
I'm
point?
sorry, this is my host Jade, co-host Jade. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Jay.
Hey y'all, because I didn't even know the show was going on.
Oh,
That's how he do. That's
10
how he
o'clock.
do.
Hey, the show must go on.
Okay,
Well,
Jay,
if
that's
that's
how he do
guess
things.
what?
the
I told
show.
you I couldn't do tonight. So if that's the
No,
case,
no,
then
you
you have
didn't.
to have me on here.
No, hold on. What was the first thing we said earlier today? What was the first thing you said? When I get from this gender reveal party, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. But you said you were working around my time because your ass didn't record, didn't press record. So
Okay.
who fault is that?
Just to let everybody know that okay, I had a moment where we supposed to go live and I tried to change it in the system and it wouldn't change and I thought it was recording, so we did a whole hour and a half show about this. That was good.
Exactly.
It was good dialogue. No, I mean, come on, it was good dialogue. But
Don't try to
no,
make lemonade out of this lemon.
no,
It's a lemon.
it was great dialogue.
Exactly.
It was great dialogue. No, I'm speaking to the people because they weren't a part of this. It was great dialogue. But the thing is that when we got off, we worked something out. We talked about it, right? We talked
I
about it.
said either tonight or tomorrow.
No. When I
And
go
you
to
forced me to say tonight.
whatever. Anyway, let me go back to anyway.
It brings me
Let,
joy to see this.
anyway, let me go
It
back
brings
to
me joy.
whatever. So back to your
So I
point,
have a
right?
question, Willie,
Go ahead,
before you get to that,
go ahead,
before
go
you address it.
ahead.
What was your intention behind posting that? Were you posting it because you agreed with them, or were you posting it to create dialogue? What was your intention behind posting that?
To create dialogues, like how people feel about that statement, and then at
What do you
go
think
ahead.
about that statement?
No, I think the statement's true. The purpose of the statement is true. Men with money, they have options. So if the guys they shot at don't want her, they don't want her. You like the thing said, move on, find somebody that wants you. If love isn't if you're looking for actually somebody to love you, right? If you're looking for somebody to love you, I don't know what's going on up here. If you're looking for somebody to love you, right? It's gonna come from that person. It's gonna be genuine. It's not gonna be because you said they shot and you tried to shame him, trying to say that I'm being bashed because my weight. No. Um
Okay, so pause. I saw that video.
mhm.
She wasn't saying that these people were bashing her. She was saying that she was being bashed because of the rumors video.
No, no. This is we're overlapping now. That first post is something before the rumors video came out.
Okay.
The, the second part of it, the second part which I posted is today, which I'm gonna get to, is the rumors video type and all that other stuff behind it. So I'm addressing the first post. The first post is about you know her shooting a shot to guys, and nobody would have known that had she not made that public, right? She's the one that made that public. So I have a theory behind this, right? And we could check the facts. Everybody could check the facts and look at it. But when her last album came out, right, she was boohooing when her last album came out. I think this is part of her marketing plan in order to get people to follow her and give her sympathy and buy her albums or buy her CDs, whatever. Do her music. If you're talented, stand on your talent. Don't try to make yourself a victim to try to get people to buy your music. Stand on your talent alone.
Oh, I
Don't.
severely disagree with that. We
Okay.
don't live in an environment where talent works. Because if there was
Okay.
talent, Britney Spears and all these other people who were like who the whisper people, like like Britney Spears, Janet Jackson. Sorry, love her. Thanks for people. J Lo. Those people would not be here. We'd have actual talent. Normani got to damn near break her back twice to get on the show, do a flip in the air, fall into somebody's lap while she's singing a high octave to be, and she's still not relevant. You have to have a gimmick
No,
to
no,
do.
no.
The society has taught us this.
Listen, her gimmick was playing a flute. That's where her gimmick, right? Playing a flute, twerking. That was her
Nah,
gimmick. No, that's
didn't
where
nobody
when
give
she
a shit
came out.
about
No,
that.
when she came
But
out,
didn't nobody give a shit about that.
no, they did because they
I
yes, they
used to
did.
watch her. I used to watch Lizzo before she came
I
hot.
I
Before she
have I
became
have some
hot, she
clips.
used to have fat girls on YouTube,
Okay,
and that was her videos. Her videos were fat girls on YouTube. She was singing her stuff. It was dope music,
mhm.
but what nobody checking for.
I'm
So
talking
this
about
you
right after. I'm talking about right before the thing. It was playing the flute and and twerking on stage. She has a ton of videos like that. She has a whole thing of her playing the flute and whatever.
so
People,
why can't she change?
okay,
Why can't
she
she
can
change her
change.
gimmick? Because
So the problem isn't that. The problem is the fact that you're starting. So the conflict that you're starting to try to do that. It's what? Oh, the whisper. Okay, I'm sorry. The problem is that this this whole thing. People are talking about. People are talking about. people are talking about people fat shaming people. If we're talking about music, people are talking about music. That last rumors thing, they were talking about her music. The whole fat shaming thing that people are bringing this conversation isn't what it's about. It's not about that. And if we're talking about her antics, it's about her going out to stuff like the Lakers game with her ass out in public, twerking in public when you have kids around, and and they put her out. She was mad about that. I have that clip also. I have that clip for y'all. But
I've seen that clip, but
but I'm saying for people that haven't seen it.
oh,
But this is
okay,
the stuff she
but
do.
she's a troller. She's
Okay,
a
and
troller
I
though.
understand that. But the thing is,
Okay.
this is for the people. I understand. This is for the people that are talking about stuff like the interaction I had today. She does
About
this
you
for a
being
reason.
gay?
All that good stuff. She
Okay.
does that for a reason, right? So me talking about her, being a black man, speaking on her, and everybody else is speaking on her, right? Is what she wants. It's what she wants. So don't come in here talking shit like, oh, you can't say nothing about this black woman because this, that, the other, whatever. Don't say that. This is what she wants. So, hey, I'm doing what she wants. I am giving her what she wants by talking about her. I never said anything about her weight because there's nothing wrong with her weight. If she's fine with it, I'm
Ooh, you lying.
whatever. I'm not
Can
You
I
playing.
lying.
interject?
I'm not playing in your foolishness.
What?
Can I?
Say
Why
it.
can't
Can
you
I?
say that something's wrong with her weight?
Nothing.
Why
I
can't
don't have a problem with her weight personally.
oh,
Personally, me
but
saying.
but her body should. She weighs more than she should weigh. There's a BM like I don't give a shit about the traditional BMI. I'm just telling you about body aches and body pains.
No,
This
no,
is
and,
what
and
the bird.
yes, and I agree with that from a health aspect. So I can speak on it from health aspect. Am I body shamer if I'm talking about the fact that you're not
The
gonna
fact
you're
that
not
you
gonna
have
be
a
comfortable.
penis
You're not gonna be no,
means you're
it's not
body
no,
shaming.
no,
I'm
it's not.
just telling you
Okay,
what the world feels.
okay, and
Because
I'm
now
gonna tell
you're
you.
gay.
So okay, I'm about to do something. Anyway, I'm about to get like somebody else. She about to get muted. Anyway,
Can I interject for a
yes,
moment?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I want to say on behalf of Lizzo, because I'm here to
Mhm.
speak on behalf of Lizzo
Okay,
from
go
my
ahead.
perspective.
Go
I
ahead.
think that what Lizzo was doing when she came out,
Mhm,
we have, and I'm going to be very open about this. We
mhm,
have a a movement to accept homosexuality. We have a
mhm,
movement to accept transgenders, transsexuals. We have all these movements. And I think that what Lizzo, when she came out, was trying to do was create body positivity, not
mhm,
in saying that being fat is healthy or great or you should be fat. I think
mhm,
it was there are fat people. Let's not make them feel bad so that they can stay in their headspace to get healthy and maybe lose the weight. I think
mhm,
that so that's why she came out in the costumes that Beyonce would have on just in her size. I think that's where, the her being herself, just fat or
mhm,
plus size,
mhm,
like showing that I'm still who I am. My
mhm,
weight doesn't define me as a person. So if you can accept all these other things, why can't you accept me? Now, I think that where it took a turn was when it came to dating. Okay, now men shouldn't like women that are plus size. Well, that's up to the man. But for me, I think what happened was when she realized that her mission wasn't being accepted, that it became pretty, traumatizing for her. Because it's like you can accept everything. Miley Cyrus can come on stage with a dick. Sucking a foam finger. You
mhm.
know, Prince came out with his ass cheeks out. Nobody said nothing.
Boom. Nobody
You
said
know,
nothing.
we got, and Rick Ross came out 9 months pregnant with double D breasts with no shirt on. Nobody said anything.
No, no,
So
they
for
did.
her,
No,
it's
that's a
like
lie. That's a lie. They did. They did talk about him.
they didn't
They
roast him
talked
like
about
they did not roast him like they're doing Lizzo.
they might not have. I don't know, but they still talked about him. What I'm saying,
No,
it
but it's
probably
not
wasn't
the
the same.
same effect.
Okay, go
They
ahead.
had they had their little field day, and
Mm,
then they went on with it. It's a
mm,
mission now to
mm,
attack Liz. It's
mm.
like she's actually a target. And for me, I think that what she's trying to bring is just say accept who you are. But now it's accept who you are, just not if you're fat.
I disagree with that. I
Well, you
disagree.
Well,
would
well,
because you're
is
not
it true
fat.
or false?
No, no, no,
Well,
no. It's
also true or false?
go ahead.
Women are allowed. Men are allowed to be fat. Men are allowed to be fat, and like if you think about the funny people on shows like what's the dude Mike and Molly? What's that Mike? Who was Mike? What's his name? Real life?
I don't know the people.
It's a white dude. He's
That's why
funny.
I don't care.
Like he was allowed to lose weight. When Mike and Molly came out, there was a show. It was about two fat bitches, right?
Mm,
Mike and Molly.
mm,
Mike was able to lose weight, and it was like that's fine. As soon as Molly tried to lose weight, which is the chick who from Bridesmaid, the chick who kicked the leg up and said, "Feel my heat,"
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I know who that is. Yeah, yeah.
her. When she started to lose weight, they canceled the show.
Okay.
They was like, oh no, we can't have no.
So
What did they?
that's Hollywood, and I that, but that's Hollywood. I want we're talking
But
about. Go
but
ahead.
art imitates reality.
Well, that's Hollywood, and we're talking about. I want to specifically talk about the black community and what the black community is saying. We can't.
Oh, so
Go
Will,
ahead.
let's
Go
look at it from this standpoint.
ahead.
Lizzo has been online eating vegan food, working out, posting videos on TikTok daily about her journey.
Mhm.
Lizzo is an obese woman.
Okay.
No one is giving her time to lose the weight. It's not as if she's not working towards losing it. She is. And she said out of her own mouth
Mhm.
that I want to be healthy. I'm
Mhm.
I'm working out for me. I feel better, I have more energy. And she's talking about her struggles. To me, she should be a poster child for the reality of that journey because she is a very large girl. And
Mhm.
that weight, you won't see it off probably for about 2 years. But no one's allowing her. It's like, well, why won't she just lose the weight? She can just get surgery. Why are you pushing her towards surgery? She doesn't want to do surgery. She wants to do it the correct way, the healthy way, and she's not being supported about that process.
Okay, Jay, can you jump in there?
I
Jump.
was
Go ahead.
about
Go
to
ahead.
say something. Do y'all think it's really the weight though? Because I don't think people don't like her because of the weight. I don't think that's the problem. I think people don't like her because she always wants to be seen. She always wants to, oh, it's about me. It's me. Look at me. I think that's why people don't like her. I don't think it
But
has
don't
anything to
little
do with the weight.
Boosie do that too? Don't Boosie do it too?
So this
But we're
this
not talking
so
about
this
Boosie.
this
We're
this
talking
a
about Lizzo.
problem. See that that's the
But I'm
deflection.
saying
That's the
no.
deflection
I'm not trying to
tactic.
And
deflect.
no,
I'm
and
just saying.
honestly, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, well, well. Let me say it like this. I'm not saying Boosie goes online and complains, right? Well, he
Mhm.
does complain. I'm not saying he does. He goes online and does it the way she does it.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Saying like I agree. I'm
What
not trying. I agree with you, Jade. Let me just say that from the jump. I agree. I think we all should shut the fuck up. Like we get online, we start sharing our innermost personal thoughts. Like this is dear diary, day
Right.
22.
Mhm.
Marco did not acknowledge me, and my feelings are hurt. I feel like we all should take a big go home and shut the fuck up. I think that should happen. I think Lizzo should shut the fuck up unless she's making money off of this, and then I'm not mad at you,
And
girl.
she is, and I respect her. I respect her for that hustle because it's a hustle. But I want people to understand that is a hustle. For when people talk about stuff, this is a hustle, right? People are getting all in their feelings, emotions, and Lizzo. You can't say nothing. Being a black man, right? I can't say nothing about it. But I never said anything or wait. No time during this did I focus on the weight. I'm focused on what she's doing, the stuff she's doing out in public. That's what I'm focusing on. You're doing this, and then you're going to turn around and cry like they're actually having a reaction to what you're doing. It's not like they're saying, oh, look at Leslie over there, that fat whatever. They're not doing that. She's doing something that's getting people to say stuff. Like you said, she's a
Like she
troll. That's
wants
what
the
she wants.
attention.
She wants it. So that's what I'm saying. Like the come back tell people they can't say anything about somebody in the public eye, right? Everybody's under scrutiny. Everybody in the public eye can face the same scrutiny. Just because she's a larger size woman and she's a star doesn't mean that she can't be called out on whatever foolishness she's doing. That's my point. That is my personal point. I can't speak for any other man speaking saying whatever they say. And there's a bunch of men that have said they like Lizzo size woman. They're behind her. They whatever. They dudes attack me for that stuff. Like dude, come on. Read the post. Read the post. The post has nothing. I have never said my opinion. I didn't say anything about Lizzo. I asked a question. I asked who wanted to speak about it. That's how Miss Bundy say your which I can't. Sorry.
You said it right,
Naira.
Monday.
Yeah, not Miss Naira. That's how she became a part of it because I asked for people's interaction. I asked for them to come on and speak about the subject. That's all I did. I'm bashing.
But there's layers to this discussion, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
way
It
and
is.
correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay, good.
right? The very first thing is the topical layer of Lizzo herself and her actions and whatnot, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
second discussion could be had about social media and how social media supports this fuckery while
Mm-hmm.
it happens all the while in the back scene they're talking about it and they know it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a discussion to be had about how people perceive people's thoughts, right? If you're a woman and you said that, you might get a little shade, but if you're a man and you said that, then it means something else and it
All
reflects.
hell break loose. All hell break loose.
Yes. And then there's a fourth layer, which I didn't even fucking see. The fourth layer is actually the power that women use about homosexuality against men to try to get them to shut the fuck up. And then there's a fifth layer, which was the dude who was like, I'm going to attack you because I don't know what's going on. And instead of me taking the time to figure out what's going on, I'm just gonna go against the person who looks like me and just attack instead of just
No,
question, not
that was
take a
no.
side.
Hold on, that's to get brownie points because he knows women are sitting there looking at it, and I have to distinguish myself from a man that's saying whatever's on his mind because I want women to be in my DM. I want to be able to go in women's DM, and they said, okay, he's one of us. He's whatever. I mean, it's I'm not worried about that foolishness. I'm not even worried
But
about it.
to me, those are all fine,
Yeah,
valid
no,
topics that you can
yeah,
take piece
no,
by piece by piece.
but
Which one do you want for this discussion?
so
That's
this
the thing.
discussion. No, and I told you, I sent it to you, right? That whole homosexual thing, whatever. I told you that's our
Oh, we're
podcast.
gonna talk about that.
We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that. I told you we're taking that out of this
Well, I'd
discussion.
like to add another factor that I
Go ahead.
think that we're not seeing as the pink elephant in the room, and let's
Mm.
just keep it 100.
Okay.
It ain't even outside of her weight, it's her shape. Bigger girls that are shapely and curvy get way more leeway than
Yeah,
girls that are not as shapely and curvy.
I
You know,
agree.
and
I
curvy.
agree.
You,
Mm.
it makes a big difference, and the things that she wears are not always complimenting to her body.
They don't.
Um, it's it matters her presentation, and then the things that she says with the automatic expectation of everybody wanting her because she is a celebrity, to me is not a man's problem.
Mhm.
To me, Lizzo needs better advisors, and she needs a team to help her get through this and also keep her grounded and in reality of the fact that and I don't and then here's the thing, let's take this off the table. I don't think it got nothing to do with men having money and choices, because let's be real, men got choices with the broke man that be living off a woman has choices. So I don't think it has choices. You may think they got better choices, but not for nothing. Basketball players still have babies with hood rats. Let's just be real.
But,
So let's
but
take the
oh,
finance off the table.
so hold on. Let me interject. So the whole thing about that is that because men have money, right? They're automatically, whether they ugly, fat, whatever, they're automatically appealing to women. So we cannot take that off the table because that is a major part of how women see men attractive, right? When men see women attractive based on their body type, and like you said, is a distinguished big girls with are shapely, they are way more attractive to men. Men are going to look at you and gravitate to them because of that. So the same way they do
And
that for
keep in
women.
mind, Willie.
Yeah.
Willie's speaking about generalization.
Yeah, no, yeah. And in general, we can't speak on specifics until we talk about a certain person. So yes, in generalization, this is how it is, right? Women are always going to look at men of power and resource and money and be gravitate to them no matter what they look like or no matter what their size is. Like you said, Rick Ross, you call out Rick Ross. The reason why you didn't hear women, and I'm gonna add another point after that. I'm gonna let y'all have it. But the reason why I say it about you said about Rick Ross. The reason I said it didn't affect him as much because women are the biggest bashers of body, biggest bashers, biggest body shamers, right? They're the biggest, whether it's against women or it's against men. So to say that men are the ones that are doing this is, we're the ones that do that most of the time. We don't. Why? Because we want what the woman has, right? We know if I was worried about a woman giving me some or being looked at a certain way, I wouldn't have said anything. I didn't have to say anything, right? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me anyway. But I knew there was a discussion here. And like Nicole said, it's a multi-layered discussion that I knew I was going to get different discussions out of. I was getting different topics and talking points out of. So yes, why not address it? It's something that affects our black community. The overweight, obesity, we're talking about weight. We're talking about type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes, hypertension, heart attack, stroke, all that from being a certain size, bigger person. So we need to have these conversations. Like I mentioned to
Well,
you
I
earlier.
have to ask though. I have to ask: is this really a proper conversation to lead into with that? Because does this really have anything to do with that?
What you mean? Do it what?
Like Lizzo and her issue. And because when you talk about men and money and power, women are gravitate to that. Let's be real. If you're going to take it away from celebrity status and take it to the everyday black woman, she doesn't have access to those men. She has access to whatever's in her environment. Now, if we're
Mhm.
going to speak about health, I think that should be a topic standalone by itself. I don't
Okay,
feel like Lizzo should
you
be the
cut out.
poster
You
child
cut
for
out.
that.
You cut out. You cut out. Go back and say it again.
The last two sentences.
I said I feel like if we're gonna, I don't feel like Lizzo should be the poster child to speak about in the black community. And I think that, celebrity status, because she ain't the first fat person. She is not the first fat woman, to entertain us in any way. So
I
for me,
But
agree,
it's
she's
like,
the
Dana.
one who's
okay,
opening her
Monique was
mouth,
fat
though.
for years.
No, and
What
I
But
you
agree.
find
here's the
ours,
thing. But she's
she's the one who
opening her
opened her
mouth.
mouth,
She's
though.
also,
She's opened her mouth to
but she's
say
open,
that she's not be. People are talking about her weight.
but
I will say she's not
but
saying
she's
that.
also
She's
Go.
openly all taking you on her journey through changing that around and speaking health benefits of losing the weight.
well, but Willie's not saying that she's not doing that. Willie's saying that this is a representation of what the discussion needs to have. Black women, when it comes to black women and their bodies, there's so many factors that come into play when it talks about our weight. We're not just Lizzo is just a representation of that, right?
It's a
And
vehicle I'm using to talk about this. So it stops being about Lizzo at some point because we have to focus on certain things. How are we going to talk about this? People don't talk about this. Just like I told you earlier, right? I'm part of a nonprofit organization that talks about men's health, black and brown community men's health, because men don't focus on that, right? So this is a vehicle that we need to be talking about. Yes, we're talking about that. And also I think mentally, like mental health, I don't think the middle Lizzo is really like she has some kind of issues that people need to address mentally. I think she has, she
I
has
mean, but
issues.
that's the natural way of life, though. Will
What
you're
you mean?
like she's in social media. Like if you like, there was a point where you remember when I used to do like life coaching and stuff like that, and there was like I was hot in these streets. I used to go out and speak to people and stuff like that, and then I started caring about the comments,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Oh,
found myself caring about these goddamn comments, and I
mm-hmm.
was like, wait, I'm a genius. I ain't about to do this. So I had to stop myself. But her dollars and her cents are directly related to her feelings about herself. So I don't blame her for getting sucked into that. She does it just like everybody else. Painful process for her to figure out how to separate herself from the Lizzo that people see. And Nara, to answer your question, the reason why Lizzo is a great avenue to bring it in is because if Willie had done a video just saying, "Hey, we need to focus on Black women's health," well, nobody be on that goddamn thing.
Well, if we say that, then we can't say that her weight is not the issue.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Say that.
Because if you're going to use her as a litmus test to speak about weight, then that means that her weight is being highlighted. So let's just be honest about that.
Well, you can have twofold. You can have do something and have a twofold purpose, right? We can talk about one and the other at the same time. I think as a black community, I think we like everything simple and packaged in a nice little wrapper and handed to us, right? That's just not how the world works, and I think that's why we are so behind everybody else. We cannot understand as a whole generalization, right? Because we have amazing black people, we have smart black people, that understand certain things to whatever they understand it better than me. But I think as a whole, when you get people to talking about these subjects, they're not going to drill down on certain things and focus on it. They're just going to be surface level about everything. And it's for people that like conversations like this to bring out certain things that people don't talk about, right? And that's
Well,
what I want to focus. Go ahead.
I respect that, and I respect that you brought women on here to discuss this. But for me, I believe confrontation brings understanding. So let's
Mhm.
say Lizzo is representing a portion of Black American women, and the weight and the health needs to be discussed.
Okay.
It's gonna bring you just as much drama, I promise you, because all the big girls gonna come out and be like, "What? You can't believe you said that." But it is the truth. It's
Hmm.
something that we need to talk about because there
Hmm.
are, so many things that come with weight, and even understanding the true depth comes from outside of food and outside of lack of exercise. There is a mental and emotional aspect that is actually attached to weight.
Hmm.
So, I just like, I don't, I talked to you about this earlier, Will. I don't like, me personally, conversations where I feel like you come in with one intent, but there's another one. Be open. Lizzo's weight is a problem. Let's be honest. It's a problem for
Yeah,
many
but then
people. It's the basis of it is 50% of the basis outside of her character why she's having a problem she's having. Because Cardi B cried on videos, nobody said anything. Cardi B walks around naked with paint on her body. Her album cover was her naked. and nobody said anything, it's because of her size. Cardi is small and she's shapely. She fits today's society's norm, and that's okay. But when Lizzo does it, it's not because she's a fat girl and she shouldn't have that, because people don't like fat people.
Well, also, okay, so there is a market to say that people do not like fat people. It is true, but let's mark the differences between Lizzo and her. Cardi B came from the strip club. She came from the street. She came from the gang. Lizzo came from a magnet school that deals with the arts. Lizzo came from a situation where she was playing a flute. I don't know anybody in the hood who was like who knew Bach and shit. I don't know anybody who was doing that shit. So this girl who came from, she didn't come from something like Cardi B does what she knows. When she does her shit, when she does this stuff, she does what she knows. Lizzo, what you just found out is Lizzo is doing what she knows, and she's upset because people ain't. And I don't think it has anything to do with her weight, because you keep in mind we're not talking about the white or the Asian or the Latin or any other community. We're talking about the black community. The black community, we like us a big bitch because that big bitch could cook.
In
I have never,
private, more in private though, more in private.
no, well, so
No,
keep
no,
in mind, I'm from
no,
New
I don't
Orleans.
agree with that.
Willie's
See,
from New Orleans.
men, I
But
don't
hold,
agree with that. I don't agree
but
with
hold
that.
on, we only have the reference of being from New Orleans. That's all we can speak of. So being from New Orleans, you could be a big bitch in New Orleans and pull, no problem. But I have been in
Jade stays in New
California.
Orleans. Jade's in New Orleans.
Yeah, but that's confused because we lived in the South and you stay in the black community. But I've been in California and it was hard. I've been up in New York. It was hard. You know what I mean? It's a lot harder. You can't walk in and people have their own. Like in California, everybody got a different body part done. So there's a reality that can be said that as soon as they see your BMI, like as soon as they see you eat, they think you're an anomaly. Like, oh my God, you're eating food. But whereas in you're in the South, it's like, oh, dope, big girl, come on in, come here, girl, come sit on my lap. Oh, that's okay. I don't need to feel my legs. You thick. It's not everywhere. So I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that part. I don't think, and I'm not taking up for Willie because he's my brother because I light him up all the time. I'm saying this from the standpoint of we have to stop getting in our feelings to the point if we decide to shift focus and say, hey, let's talk about this, let's talk about this, let's talk about this, let's talk about all these things have to do with a person. Lizzo herself is just a representation of that, and unfortunately, she's feeling the brunt of it. But when she feels the accolades from it, don't nobody say shit.
But let's stop saying that her weight is not a factor. Now, Willie did not. Willie, I give him credit. I was on both those posts. He did not bring her weight up, but the segue of the conversation is her weight, and her weight is the issue because we can't act like them fans are not lighting her up.
Yeah.
We may have our own opinions about it, but Lizzo has to sit there and look at that thread. And don't get me wrong, she did put herself in that position because many people get put themselves in many positions that are
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable, they don't like. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying she shouldn't hold her accountability. You
Okay.
played her that serving, you got what's on it. But people are referencing her weight as part of the problem and why she should not be selected by men.
Okay.
Someone called her 500 pounds. She's not 500 pounds.
No, they were being facetious, and I agree. We're gonna say bye to my sister Nicole. Bye. Have fun. She's a big girl, and she's about to have a date. So
Have
somebody
fun,
wanted a big
Nicole.
girl. Somebody wanted a big girl.
You see
Goodbye.
the girls out? You see the girls
No,
out?
I don't want to see that shit. I'm about to turn you off. Kevin Samuel ass. Goodbye. Anyway, yes, ladies. Okay, so get back to your point, Naira. Go ahead. What's the last thing you were saying?
I was saying, like, my thing is, I don't have a problem shifting gears. My thing is, let's just be honest and let's not sugarcoat that her weight is part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not say, oh, it's not. It is. It's a factor. And her weight, her shape, and her attitude. There's many factors to Lizzo, but we can't act like the weight is not why a lot of people are not bashing her when her comments are heavily based upon her weight. Now, whether
It
that's
might
right or
be.
wrong, it's not really for me. That's however you feel is how you feel. But it is a factor for her. And I think it's more so, honestly, I'm going to say again, because of her shape, because I feel like if she was a little more snatched in the waist, a little more hippier, her ass out a little higher, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It wouldn't be as bad because people don't like the way she looks in her clothes, and I do think she needed a stylist.
Okay, okay. So let's okay. We're gonna focus on that avenue, right? So if you said it's not her weight, because that's not actual weight. Another woman that's 280 pounds, that's more shapely, wouldn't get the same reaction, right? That's what you're saying.
Let me tell you, I seen Miss J video, honey,
Mm.
and she killed the street. She was the block as she
Yeah,
was
Thank you, girl.
walking. But
and not to,
she's curvy.
so
She's
not to,
curvy.
no, she's
I'm
really
really
not. She's
not.
not. She's not.
I'm
She's
not.
not curvy.
But
But
what she had on made
it,
her look curvy. If
it is.
Lizzo had that same outfit on Jay, would it look the same as it did on you?
I think it would.
So
I
what I'm
don't
about to.
think so, baby, because
I
So
think
she
so.
doesn't have a waist. She
I
doesn't
don't
have a waist.
either.
She's very
she doesn't.
boxy in the middle. You in that dress that you had on with that belt gave you that illusion that you were snatched.
And see, and that's the whole thing. When it comes to wearing clothes, you have to wear things that go with your body type. She's not wearing things that go with her body type, so she is gonna look boxy.
So now let me tell you this, right? What people don't know about me, and if anybody that follows my podcast has heard this before, I used to dress women for 7 years. I've done fashion shows, so I understand that. What Jay's talking about, I told women that selling women clothes, right? So this is the point that people don't understand. Me being a man speaking on that, you're gonna look at a man and say, okay, do you like this? You're gonna look for men's approval when you wear stuff, right? The reason why, and the point I was trying to make is that if she was more shapely, right, but she was the same weight, is weight really the problem? It's not fat phobia. If you just said that her shape is more the problem than the weight, right?
Yes, but let's get rid of the phobia. Let's just throw that
Yeah,
out
yeah.
the
Please do,
window
please
and
do.
let's
But I'm
just
just saying
stop with
that's what she said.
everything.
That's
Because
what she said.
you were gay, you were
Yeah,
homophobic,
homophobic.
you were hating, and it's like, you know what? Like, how you scared of a fat girl? Like, how you scared of somebody that's homosexual? It
She's gonna
doesn't
squish
affect you.
me.
Yeah, like the phobia. We're not even
Yeah,
gonna do that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, I believe, and it's just my personal opinion that
Right.
her shape has a lot to do with it. Because, and honestly, you know what? Let me take that off her stylist,
Right.
because what she likes to wear are things that are very form fitted with very minimal material. So it's
Hmm.
very hard to work with that
She
as a
she likes her
stylist.
ass out. Just say it that way. She loves her ass out.
Not just her ass, she just likes to wear little pieces of material. So it's
Right.
hard to make that accentuate to where it's going to make her better. So, and she does have say so in her style. So
Mhm,
again, I think, I just feel,
mhm.
I feel like she needs better advisors, she needs better stylists, and she needs to continue her journey. But
But
I do feel like she needs to continue her journey uninterrupted with her weight loss.
Okay, so in order to do that, and I'm gonna let you go, Jay. In order to do that, I think she needs to get out of social media world to where she's constantly posting stuff. If she doesn't want to hear it, if she doesn't want, you need to be more private about that journey or whatever, and um especially like the ignorant stuff, like the whole comments and all the stuff she do that's just out there, right? The ratchetness stuff. You can't, just like you said, switching gears, right? If somebody switches gears or whatever on you, some people are going to take this. Some people are going to take me as being, okay, he's knowledgeable about this. Some people will be like, oh, he's a man because he has a penis. He's doing this. Some people will take it a different way, right? All I could do is dress each way. I'm not going to say they're bashing me. I'm not going to say they're attacking me, because everybody sees a different thing. Everybody's perception is different, and I can speak on all that. But to get up there and do something, like I said, is an action that people are reacting to. And yeah, and Miss Tillman said, "Yep," and turn off the comments. Yeah, that's all you have to do. It to to say, and I think there's attention-seeking behavior. It's very attention-seeking. It serves a purpose because she wants to sell albums. It serves her. So like everybody talking about it is what, like I said, it's what she wants. Um, outside the weight. That's what I said. That was my initial point. Outside the weight, outside the post earlier. The initial point of the post earlier is that the rumor song, when we talk about the rumor song, Jade, your iPhone, crappy iPhone, the rumor song, I didn't care for the rumor song. Other people said they didn't care for it. She had a problem with it. But what I did like was the video. I love the video. I love the graphics of it. I like the artistry of it. The whole, I love that. I shared. Jay's gone. She's gonna pay. I shared that with you. What do you think about the song outside of this weight conversation?
Well, first, let me step back one
Go
moment and say that I believe that, you know, I think she should not cut off her weight loss journey, because
ahead.
what she's doing is trying to be an inspiration to larger women to become healthy. What I
Mhm.
think she should take off is the twerking. Don't put your ass back on the internet until it's the size that you want it to be. You know, go through your journey first. Don't do all the extra. Like, tone it down. You have talent. The girl's talented. So
Mhm.
you let your talent speak for itself and not your antics. I agree with you 100% that it's about marketing.
Mhm.
I personally like the Rumor song, but I think the beat is trash. I
And
think
I agree with you. I agree
if
with you.
it
The
had
beat
a
is totally
yeah,
trash.
if
Yeah.
it had a better, and it sounded gimmicky, it sounded like a commercial. So for
Yeah.
me, it's
It
like,
did.
okay, you got a dope song, you got Cardi. I'm surprised Cardi even let that go with that beat.
Mm.
But I digress. But I feel like if the beat was better, she would have had a hit song.
Okay. And I agree with you on that because I couldn't, because I used to do music. I used to be, I couldn't get past the beat being trash to even kind of focus on the words
Hear the
being whatever,
song,
because
right?
it was just, to my ears it's like, okay, what is this garbage, but like I said, I looked at the imagery of it and I love the imagery of it. I love the message she was trying to portray because I got it in the imagery, but in the song it was a
It
miss for
made
me.
the song dry and boring. It was
Hmm.
like a jingle. That's why I said it felt
Yeah.
very commercial. And I think that she was going, Lizzo is kind of actually commercial. So maybe for her, that fit her narrative because her music is kind of on the fence. But I
Hmm.
think with that, she failed herself and not giving us a banger.
Hmm. Yeah.
So no, I'm not particularly a fan of the song. Hit me with a remix, and then we'll talk.
Mm. Yeah, with a better beat.
Yeah, like, go somewhere else and get that beat, because that beat right there, I don't even understand it. It
No.
didn't fit the song. It felt like the music that you listen when you're at a lecture and you're just waiting in between time.
Elevator music or something like that.
Yes, like, that interlude music. No, I wasn't really feeling it. I get the lyrics. I was feeling her lyrics. I understand where she's coming from, and I believe that music should be an expression of your environment and art. And I feel
Mhm.
like she executed that, but that beat, nah, sis.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay. You was about to make a point before you cut out.
Shit, I don't know what the hell going on.
You and
They
your
said my they
garbage
said my
mic.
mic was blocked. What
On
the
your
hell you
iPhone?
did?
Do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. You gonna agree with me one day. Is
I'm
that
not.
is
I'm
that
sticking with iPhone.
is that updates
Whoa,
and
I just was gonna ask a question. I was gonna make a point. I just was gonna ask, do you guys think she really has a stylist, or you think she just picking out these clothes on her own?
I hope so. She needs somebody else to blame that on.
yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
she
and
doing
I
her
I
stuff.
agree. I agree. She would it would be better if she did have somebody. I agree with that. No. Um.
I think she has heavy input in what she wears, even if she does have a stylist. I don't think that she stands there and lets a stylist say this would look good on you. I think it's more of, this is what I want, what this person had in my socks.
mm. So and back to
What
the
must be wrong
antics,
with my
right?
phone?
Back to the antics. Um, the message you're trying to portray, right? And you said it, Naira. The message she's trying to portray to bigger women, the confidence and everything. The antics behind that, what she does, I think it takes away from the message, the overall message. I think it takes away from it by getting on there, the attention seeking behavior. Because if people that are confident, they don't have to do all this stuff. They don't have to do it.
I think Lizzo is an exaggerated depiction of confidence.
Mm,
And I do not feel like she represents me. I do not feel like she represents plus size black. I'm not feel like she represents Lizzo, and that's her personality, and that's what she wants to do. I don't feel she has to go that far. I
She
think if she
doesn't.
was just fly and
mm.
did her music, she would get further than what she's doing now.
I agree. Let me speak to that because earlier when I had my screw up and I didn't record right, it was a point that we made about her being the image of larger black women, right? You said it doesn't it doesn't represent you, right? But the thing is, we can't control the ethnic image or the image of our of what we. I don't want to see your breasts.
I'm sorry.
We we can't control how people look at us, right? They see people just like, let me go back to let's go to racism, right? Let's go to how black people, black men specifically, got the image they got in America. There's a movie back in the 1915s or something like that, 1920 something, I'm sorry, called Birth of a Nation, the first Birth of a Nation. So they
Hmm.
depicted black men as being rapists, wanting to rape white women. That art, it was art. Had nothing to do with facts. It was no facts input in this, and it wasn't even a black man in that position. It was a man in black face, and it started it rebooted and revamped the KKK to where black men were seen as a certain way, and they started killing us. So to say that somebody on a public stage is not representing black women of larger stature, I'm sorry, you can't say that because your voice is not being heard other than here tonight, right? So when people see white people and other races see black women of larger stature and they doing whatever she's doing, they're gonna attribute that to, okay, yeah, I seen Lizzo do it, so when larger black women dress a certain way, oh, they just like Lizzo because that's the only thing they can, that's the only thing they could identify it with, and they're gonna say, oh, they're ratchet. Why people think black women are argumentative or just angry black women is because of the images they see. So, I mean, I just, you can say that knowing yourself and me talking to you, I could say that that doesn't represent you just from talking to you. You're an educated woman. You speak well and all that other stuff, but other people can't say that on the outside. Um, yeah, they did. They showed it at the White House. They sure did. That movie I spoke on. They showed the White House, and that's how they started looking at black men a certain way. Now,
I feel like there is a certain portion. I feel like she is again, the exaggerated black woman that most people use for their platforms. Most people use when they want to depict a certain mindset towards black women. Now, and here's the thing: I really don't care what a white man think. I don't. I care more about what people that look at me think. And when I interact with men, I don't get Lizzo treatment.
mm,
So that's more important to me. Because at the end of the day, we all got depictions
mm,
of anything. I know that black men are not serial rapists. I know
mm,
who are.
mm,
So I don't fear
yeah,
black men when I walk through a crowd of black men. So, for who those depictions matter to, they have those depictions and they use those little trinkets to further their own personal narrative. But again, Lizzo doesn't represent me. She doesn't, because there's also, we got one side that's saying, okay, well, Lizzo represents black women, but black
mm,
women are still the most employable, the most educated. So there's a dividing line on that.
yes, I agree.
And we're not as, I'm not gonna say she's even, I feel like Lizzo can do whatever the hell she want to do. It's her body, she can do what she want. I just feel like what she can't do is not hold accountability or act like people should not react to it. You
Mm,
put it out there, people do have that right. But I feel like it's her freedom of expression. There are people that have done many wild things in entertainment. Her doing it, I don't really feel like should be that much of a difference. If Here's my thing: if you don't like it, don't watch it. You cannot subscribe to her TikTok. You
eh,
cannot listen to her music. You can
mhm,
turn the channel. Like, you can go clean, wash some dishes that's in the sink with her videos on.
okay. And I would agree with you. Okay, I would agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that she's going to do this stuff in public forum like the Lakers game, right? And
Now
and
that I don't agree with. I
and
feel
see,
like in an environment where there's going to be children, you need to have some respectability.
mhm. But also think about it. Even let's talk about the children, right? Even let's say younger girls, younger generation of a big stature, right? If they go out in the street acting like Lizzo because this is their favorite person, you have accountability for that also. You are a role model, whether you want to be or not, right? Cardi B, she doesn't let her daughter listen to music because she understands that, right? She understands that she doesn't want it to rub off on her child or her daughter and her daughter become like her. She understands that. Public figures have accountability. They have to be accountable for their actions and their words. Um, I
I
don't agree
don't
with the
know,
cancel
Will. I
culture.
kind of I
Go ahead.
don't I
Go ahead.
don't know how I feel about what you just said,
Okay, go ahead.
because we cannot hold Lizzo to be the litmus test for teenage girls when pretty much anybody in the music industry nowadays is as bad or worse than Lizzo. Anything that they're going to hear on the radio, driving in the car to school with their mama, is just as ratchet, just as open, just as naked. You know, the Obama girls are singing the City Girls. Like, it's kind of hard to escape that imagery on TV unless you're just gonna put your kid in the bubble. Your kid's gonna go to school and see that. So Lizzo is not why that is. Entertainment is why that is.
No, no, and no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you for that. But for this conversation, we're talking about Lizzo, and I'm interjecting the whole bigger, younger, young females that are bigger of bigger stature, right? I'm just saying this could be something that if you wanna be an inspiration of bigger women, right? That's what she's trying to do, right?
Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what
Well,
I want to
that's
hope.
how
That's
she's
what her
coming out.
mission is.
That's
Yeah.
how she's acting like that is. Based on what I've heard her say in a public forum, based on body positivity and all this other stuff that's going on now. Like I said, that's why I brought that. I'm not saying that she's the reason for all black girls being whatever. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying she's the problem. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're trying to be a good role model as far as body positivity for larger women loving themselves, larger girls loving themselves, this is a bad representation. This is a bad representation for younger girls coming up, seeing this type of imagery and saying, okay, well, she could do it, I could do it. And then next thing you know, you have bigger girls out here wearing half, being half naked, doing stuff, and she's not helping us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes against what she says she's trying to do. That's
No,
basically my
she's
point.
not helping, but I'm gonna say women been real wild with the way they dress and all sizes anyway. But no, as
Yeah.
far as that, no, she's not. If I had a plus size child, we wouldn't be buying Lizzo line. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? That's not really.
mm,
It's not to me. I can't. I don't want to say it's not appropriate
mm.
for a woman to do
Yeah.
whatever she wants to do, but for a teenage girl, no, because a teenage girl is not gonna be able to handle what's gonna come with the attention from that.
Mm. Yeah.
So
No,
you
and I.
know, it,
I'm sorry.
growing up, anytime we've seen plus size women, majority of the time inside entertainment, they've
Mm-hmm,
been dressed very well. You
mm-hmm,
know, they've been dressed classy
mm-hmm,
in a way, and it gave a different representation of what a plus size woman is. Now, Lizzo definitely has opened a door to a new image of that. And as far as children are concerned, no. Do I think that she does and says a lot of things, period. Online. Kids are in their phones nowadays. You can't hide nothing from a kid.
mm-hmm,
Every child has a phone, they got a tablet, they got an iPad, they got TV, they got laptops. So even the things that she says to me is out of pocket, but to me it's no more out of pocket than a smaller person, you know. But as far as imagery, yeah, but I'm gonna say that I don't feel, in my opinion, that I girls bigger so much trying to dress
Okay, you're
the
cutting out.
feeling more
You
confident
Nara.
going out of the door for girls.
You're cutting out, Nara. Make that statement again.
Okay, I'm gonna from from my observation, I don't feel like younger, like I'm gonna say teenage
Mm,
girls see Lizzo and actually want to dress like her. What I do see are younger girls that are bigger, that are plus size, that are coming outside of the box with their clothes,
mm,
not inappropriately, but
mm,
exploring more styles, going for more colors, going for more styles of clothes.
mm,
For two stores that they had, which was what Lane Bryant and Torrid. Now you have like Fashion Nova that sells plus size, and you have Shein and stuff like that. So I do feel like it's causing more of a positivity, and I believe that because Lizzo is on a journey and because she is being followed and pushing that confidence, that her long journey will have positive impact.
uh, you're cutting out a lot. So I think I think you were saying that because of showing her journey, that she's having a positive effect on younger, bigger girls. Is that what you're saying?
She, I don't know. Her phone acting up.
Yeah, Nara.
Look at my damn
Yeah,
belt.
just put your ass away.
Say it again.
Put your ass away.
I heard put your ass away. I couldn't hear nothing in the past. Put your ass away. And I agree with you. Put your ass
Okay,
away.
down. Yeah, cut out for a minute.
Yeah. Now go ahead and
Yeah,
make your point.
that's what I'm saying. Like, keep the positive points. Keep the weight loss journey. Put your ass away.
Mm. No, no, and I agree with you. I mean, me speaking, like me talking about this is it's not attacking Lizzo, right? And I want to get everybody to understand this. It's not attacking Lizzo. Lizzo is the vehicle that we're talking about a certain thing, but also like even it's like you brought in the conversation, right? Other people do it, right? That to me, and people do this all the time. Ah, damn, we lost her. I'm gonna wait to make this point when she comes back. Well, you have something that you say, Jade? Being a stylist and everything from a stylist aspect.
No, I just think she needs to dress better, and she needs to wear clothes that accentuate her shape and that for her body type. She does the most, and I don't know why.
And while we're waiting for Naira to come back, I'm gonna go ahead and play one of our videos so people could understand, because um, so people could see kind of what we're talking about.
First of all, bitch, you didn't motherfucker. I didn't have the opportunity. No, no. You had the motherfucking opportunity. You had the opportunity. Had two opportunities to talk to Trey Songz. You scary ass hoe. You a scary ass hoe. Rock black ass motherfucking change. When I left, I said you're the greatest athlete of all time. He said keep doing your thing. So who? Did you hear Kevin? I don't know. I didn't hear Kevin. All I heard was you had the opportunity.
She couldn't have said any more.
This is how a bad bitch goes to the Lakers game versus Minnesota. You bitches can't even spell Minnesota. First of all, bitch, you didn't.
Okay,
I hate it.
Out of pocket.
I didn't hear you, Naira. Say
Out
it
of.
again. Straight
And
out
then
of
this
pocket.
is another thing too, y'all. Um, and I may be wrong, but I think if she wore that and wore with confidence and wasn't all bitch you can't spell Minnesota and bitch you ain't trying to talk the Trey songs and bitch. I don't know. People may approach her maybe a little different. You don't think so?
She got up in the Lakers game and turned start twerking the Lakers
But
game.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay,
Like
gotcha.
they say, they talk about Rihanna and this one and that one. But them people don't come out and do all that. They have on their clothes. They come out and it's like, oh, this is who
And
I am.
yeah,
And that's it. It's like she's trying to prove a point.
Mm. And to me, like I said, that undermines what she's doing. What Naira
Exactly.
said she thinks that she's doing. I think it undermines it. I have no problem with a bigger woman being confident. I have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with a bigger woman feeling like she's beautiful. I believe personally all black women are beautiful. Every woman has something that makes her beautiful. That's how I
Right.
feel as a black man. But to do stuff like that, I think it diminishes black women in general. It diminishes them in general because um it makes us a novelty, right? It makes us something that we were going to put up. We're just going to put you for show. We're going to use you for your imagery, and then when you're not hot no more, we're going to throw you away. And what does to black community, it cheapens you, right?
Right.
It just cheapens you, and that's my point with that whole thing. Nothing against her weight. If it was Beyonce doing that at a Lakers game or any kind of basketball game or whatever the thing is, Rihanna doing that, I would have said the same thing. So my point is not the weight, it's the class. You know, you know, I
Exactly.
want to see our black women are supposed to be queens and goddesses. That's what you want to call yourself, queens and goddesses. That's less than queenly behavior to me, and that's what I'm calling out. That type of behavior.
if she wanted at a concert, it'd be great. That's not a concert. That's not the arena. I
Mm.
mean, let's just talk about dress code. Period. Like that's just not for our watching game. Not really something you want to have your bare ass sitting on. Oh, that's even for
Sitting on the
concert.
damn seats.
Her would be okay. Oh, I thought it was cute on her. Her It
You-
it was one of the better ones that I've seen her in.
okay, say that
Seriously,
again.
one of the better
What's
ones. No, I don't. And she was alright. She did it on. She did it for the media attention. And at the end of the day, you gotta remember that she's a brand. Lizzo is a brand, and I think that her advisors are advising her terribly, but it's all marketing. She purpose.
mm,
She did it for that attention. But the anger that she displayed to that woman that said something to her, like Jade said, she didn't have that confidence.
Right.
That's what made the difference. So you were hurt by what she said.
yeah.
You felt like, how dare you question me or say anything to me? But you got to be bold enough when you make a statement to be able to take both sides.
Mm, yeah. No, and she didn't say anything about her weight. And I think once again, back to my point about marketing, right? I think she picks and chooses. I really question the validity of her saying so many people are bashing about her weight and so many people are coming at with racist comments. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of people that love Lizzo. She can focus on all the thousands of people that support her and give her good messages, whatever. I think she's looking at a certain minute group of people in order to gain more popularity and have more record sales. That's what I think she's doing.
By any means necessary, even if it means um degrading yourself, debasing yourself, and embarrassing yourself. And I
Hmm.
think that
Yeah.
she's encompassed all three of those.
Hmm.
And I feel like if she doesn't do something soon, she won't be able to redeem herself from that. Because when she's not the clown, they're not going to
Hmm.
come to the show.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Then she's gonna have to stand on music, and people gonna be tired of her by then.
I'm going to be
Like I'm
honest with you. I
tired
think
of
she's
them.
very talented. I don't think
Mm.
her, I don't think that her style of music is great enough without the antics.
That's part of my point. That's part of my point. Without that, it's not. We've been an hour on this. I had other stuff like we talked, earlier. I had made I had other points I wanted to talk about, OnlyFans and stuff, and I wanted to put it under, we're going to do another video on that. OnlyFans. This is about body shaming, basically, but we went all around Lizzo and we touched on body shaming.
I don't
But
think it's body shaming, no, Will. I don't think
I
it's.
don't think it is
I mean,
either. No. Yeah.
it is, but it isn't. But I don't think that's the bigger picture. I
Hmm.
honestly believe that any woman's character is always going to highlight her treatment.
Yeah. Yes, and that's the point people don't want to understand. They don't want to look at that. They believe that no matter what a woman does or how she acts, a black woman specifically, she is supposed to be looked at as a queen, a goddess, and whatever else, right? But I think it's the way you're treated is the same way. Whatever you put out there, you get that back, right? Just like respect, right? Respect is earned; it's not given.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the thing about the whole Lizzo effect thing going on. I think that encompasses respecting yourself and people respect you and have a different reaction to you.
I think sis needs some friends. She needs some
Yeah.
good
Some real
friends.
real friends, real
She
friends.
needs some good, real, down to
But
earth
then this is
friends.
the thing though,
Nah,
because people always say somebody needs friends. Well, if they friends out there doing the same thing as them.
But no, that's why I
yeah,
say
but
that's why I say real friends because
yeah,
a
No,
real
but that would be her real friends. Well, that doesn't mean that they're not her real friends.
no. So anybody that sees you acting a fool, acting an ass, and making an ass of yourself, if they really love you, right, they'll call you on your bullshit. Real friends
Right.
call you on your bullshit.
But this is the thing though. We're entitled to our own opinion. They may not see it as being bullshit because if they're doing the same things,
Yeah,
that's her friend.
yeah, and yeah, yeah. I guess so, but
well, let
I
me say advisors. She
but
needs some
yeah, yeah.
advisors. She
Yes.
needs an
Okay.
image
Yes.
consultant.
Mm.
She needs a image consultant. She needs a different PR team than what she has. Someone that cares about her as a person and as an artist, not so much targeting her as a brand,
Mhm,
allowing her to do whatever just to get those algorithms.
mhm.
Yeah. I can see that. She definitely does. Now, would she get it? I don't think so.
Will she receive it? Is the
Right.
big
What you
That's
receive.
the real thing. Will she receive
Nope.
that harsh, that tough love like we said back in the day, right? That tough love. That's what people still needs really in that this type of situation. They need tough love. Hold on one second. We got a comment. I'm gonna leave y'all with the final words. I have nothing. Uh, Somebody said wise counsel, real wise counsel. I agree, Chris. I'm gonna leave y'all too with the final words because I'm a man. I got a penis, and I shouldn't be talking on black women, gods, queens, honey boo boo childs.
If you gay, just say that then.
Ah, damn it! I came out surprised to even know. uh, Go ahead, Miss Naira.
I would say, in reference to Lizzo, be who you are comfortable with for you, not for, because obviously what you're being told is not the reality of what everybody else thinks, including your fans. Don't lose your fan base, from clown activities. It's okay to change some things up. And for plus size women, they're be mindful of what you wear. And it's not even just for plus size women, period. There's certain
Or more
reactions,
so plus size.
judgments. Yeah, there's certain judgments, there's actions, there's things that are gonna come to you depending on how you depict yourself. Is this a world where yes, we should be able to wear whatever we want? Yeah, that's great. It sounds great in theory, but in the world that we live in, no, in some ways it can actually be unsafe. I'm not saying do not love yourself and do not love the body that you're in, the skin that you're in, yes. But if you're not feeling good in that, do something about it. If you don't like the image of what you see, stand naked in the mirror. If you can pick some things out, fix it. If you're okay with it, rock on. Whatever you're comfortable. I'm okay with people being them, but do not come back or and insert yourself in a shark pit and get mad when you get attacked. You can't
Right.
do that. As black women as a whole, accountability is something that we need to have. We cannot, like Will said earlier, throw something and hide your hand. We have to be more accountable. We have to be more understanding, and we got to be a hell of a lot more realistic about the way that the world is working. Just because we're women, we do not get passes on many things, many topics, and many subjects. So the key for me would be to start working on yourself before you present yourself to anybody else. Before you want to combat, have conversations. Know who you are first. Get in tune with
Mm-hmm.
you. Fix everything. Well, I'm not gonna say fix everything because that's impossible, but deal with yourself enough to where you can look in the mirror and be comfortable before you start taking that poison to somebody else. There's so many aspects as black women that we do not want to look at, and we hide them with words. You're shaming me. You hate us. You're gay. And these are all triggers for us. Learn your triggers. Learn the beginning of them, where they started, and then deal with them and accept that things will happen, things have happened, but you have the choice and control of how it impacts your life. And until women, black women especially, understand that mindset, we're going to continue to be in the chaos that we're in. And it's not even about the men. Before we even get to the men, we got to deal with us first.
I agree.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Jade, you have something?
No, I don't have too much. Just I feel the same way about Lizzo. I think she does the most, the absolute most. I
Mhm.
agree with Nara was saying about, black women. It's like you can't tell black women anything. So hopefully we'll change from that and, come to a better space. Um I think that's about it.
So I just want to let everybody know I came up with something. The reason it's named Rumors Two. I came up with
Oh
something that.
Lord.
Come on now. I mean, it was. I'm proud of this, right? I'm proud of this because
Okay.
I worked hard. Y'all got to give me some credit here. Okay, so rumors means reality undermines myths. Only ratchets subscribe to. That's what I made rumors. That's why I named it Rumors Two. So
Right.
that's my whole thing about this subject and what Lizzo is doing.
I'm gonna have to go look at the rumors one because I don't know what's going
I
on.
sent you the video.
Where you sent it to me at?
Okay, y'all. I'll talk to her later.
No, where you
I
sent it to
appreciate.
me at? On Facebook?
Yes, put it on Messenger. I sent it to you.
Let me see.
Nair, did you get what I sent you?
I did.
All Lizzo. Okay, I just
No,
I
copied.
only
you didn't
I
send it
got
to me.
Oh, it might have been. It might have went to your Instagram. It might have went to your Instagram because you messaged me from Instagram and I just went back to whatever you messaged me from. So it might be on
did you
Instagram.
send one or two videos? You sent me one
I,
rumors video, right?
No, but I sent you the other two follow-up videos based on stuff she did and what they were saying in media about her.
I only got one follow up. Just the
Nope, you didn't send it to me.
Jade, I swear, your iPhone.
How
I
much you
swear.
want to bet?
How much you want to bet? I got money.
$20.
Okay. So y'all heard
I
her
want
right.
my money.
Y'all heard her right.
$20. I want my money.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hold on. Jade Styling.
Yeah, Jada Styling. You didn't send it to me.
You
What
delete
my
it,
money?
didn't
Well, you can either cash out me or
you?
Zell
Nope.
me.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I sent it at 10:18 a.m. Lizzo's emotional
I
Instagram
don't have
live.
that.
Lizzo's tearful calls haters and
From
Lizzo's rumors featuring Cardi B.
Jada Styling. What? Wait, where is that?
Jade, look, Jade.
Where is that? Facebook, Instagram.
This is I don't know. I can't tell what's Instagram or Facebook. You're on it now. God
I'm
damn
on
it.
both now.
Okay.
See?
Look,
Wait. This is
Jade
all I
active now.
have from you. This is
Jade
it.
active now. That's the video.
I
I
don't.
want
I
my
don't.
money.
Will.
Lizzo.
I don't have anything from you.
Okay. Ain't my fault. Your iPhone is garbage. I
No.
sent it.
No. No. I want my $20.
I sent it. Okay. Naira, don't didn't you see that, right?
No.
Everybody,
She did.
everybody, everybody looking. What that say?
That might be another. That's not me.
Jade, that's not you.
That's not my profile picture.
It is.
No, it's not. That's purple. My profile picture isn't purple.
It's purple because you didn't post something.
No, I didn't.
It's purple around it because you posted something. Okay, hold on.
Wait, let me see.
Look, look. That's you.
Will, I don't have that.
Okay,
Wait,
I can't help. Well, wait,
no.
wait. 10 o'clock this morning. 10
Wait,
o'clock this morning.
shit. See, this is the 80. I don't have that.
10 o'clock this
And
morning.
then,
It from my not ADHD
yeah,
hour.
I'm just showing you.
Anyway, whatever. Your phone
Hold
and
on.
my phone, your
Hold
phone
on.
is garbage. It's not my fault.
Okay. Okay. You did
Oh,
send it.
you see it, huh? Okay, thank you.
You
Appreciate you.
did send it. Okay.
Appreciate you. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming
You
through, having
better.
this conversation. You from coming and showing back up, whatever. Anyway, Nara, I appreciate you conversating, having this
Okay,
dialogue
I'm
with us.
tired.
just to let
Hey,
everybody know, he called me like 5 minutes before and said, and it said, "You want to come on here?" So I was not prepared at all, but I did it for Jade. I did it for
Thank
hey,
everybody. I
you.
did
hey,
it for
oh,
sis.
okay, for sis. Okay,
Now
whatever.
I
We
did
had
it
this.
for you too, Will, because I liked your approach and it was all good. So I'm gonna support my brothers too.
It was genuine. I was genuine about what I would want to do, and I got attacked. I took all these bullets because we need to have a conversation. I took every single one of the bullets earlier.
Oh, you had 1,000 posts to read. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I know so much about you now that I don't even think you knew about yourself.
We'll talk about that later. And I would like to be able to reach out to you when we have certain topics about women's health and stuff like that, because I do that on my Black Male podcast show. We still talk about women's health, women's sexual abuse and everything during sexual abuse month and all that. So I mean, we're friends now, so I just wanted to know, could I reach out to you whenever we have those type of topics?
Absolutely. Can I plug my business?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, do your thing.
You can reach me at www.orrehealing.org. And, for
Spell that,
those
please.
that are
www.
dot
Ori.
ORI
Mhm.
healing.org.
I can't type. Sorry, y'all. That's not
Hunt and
one of my.
peck, hunt and peck.
Yep, that's not one of my strengths. I put it out there. www.orihealing.org.
Yes.
Okay, speak on what that's about.
Ori Healing is a coaching platform. We do life, business, relationship, family, miscarriage, bereavement, abortion. I'm also almost complete with end of life as well. Dealing with those types of situations when crossing somebody over. So our mission is to again help you get back to yourself, help you identify yourself, and help you build a relationship with yourself and heal from trauma, learn the tools that you need to accept things and actually move on in life and start to pursue your dreams and pursue your goals. So we're here as a team for you. We're the ones that are here to help you along the way, hold you accountable. We're very big on that. And also we want to see you succeed. Like that's what we're here for. And we provide that safe and sacred space for you to be vulnerable enough to actually push through these obstacles.
All right. And I hope if you have issues or you have anything going on, you reach out to Miss Nari, Nara. I'm sorry, Miss Nara, and we'll be talking. I appreciate all your input. I mean, it was invaluable. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna plug Jay commercial that you referenced that she was doing it. You gave all
Which
these
which
accolades.
Listen,
commercial you gonna plug? You know
I
Uh,
I
need
got
that
three.
dress. I need those dresses.
she talking about
Oh, let me
the one
tell
in New
you.
Orleans. The one in New
You can
Orleans.
go online and purchase. I have a few left. The website is www.juicie38.com. And follow me on Instagram as well. JUICIE38.
Dog, you just
38.
make me. So you go over there, Instagram, go over.
Next, I'm gonna be telling people follow me on TikTok because you know I'm about to be a TikTok star.
As long
I,
as you stay
I
off
will
of
support
OnlyFans.
you.
As long as you stay off of OnlyFans, I don't
I told you I'm gonna show my toes.
care.
Mhm.
Anyway, we
Maybe
out,
that's
people. I
it.
appreciate y'all rocking with us. All right. Have a
All
good night.
right. Good
Peace.
night, y'all.
Good night.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing. Cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. R.U.M.O.R.S on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23. I'm just that. Look at me. I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper, you gon' ball or not. I'm a boss, I'm a boss. I play the shots, I call the calls.